How are we doing today? Good, thank you. Okay, so I've already asked, and I know that we have an injury that we need to work on, but if you guys have any injuries that you haven't told me about during class, please just let me know. Okay, we're going to start with our feet fist width apart and parallel. So to find fist width, we start with our feet together, make a small V position in our toes, and then we widen our heels to fist width and parallel. We take a nice deep breath in through the nose. On your breath out, gently draw your chin to chest, curling down towards the floor, one bone at a time, as if you're peeling away from the wall. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, letting ourselves just hang down towards the floor. And exhale, slowly curl back up again, stacking your spine, tucking your tailbone under, one bone at a time. Beautiful. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. On your exhale, gently draw the chin to chest, and we're going to slowly curl down towards the floor, one bone at a time. Lovely. Let yourself just hang here, finding length through your spine. See where your fingertips are so you can compare to the end of class. Then we're going to take a nice deep breath in and exhale, slowly curl back up. For everyone then first timeys, we're going to be putting on our springs. So to put on your springs, you will see the springs over here. You can just see the first gear, but if you are able to, there is another row just behind it. You're trying to get it onto that row. If you can't, it's okay. Just put it on the row that's closest. You're going to start with your blue spring. I want you to pull it forward and place it onto that middle row of gears if you can get it onto that middle row. Lovely. You don't have to worry about it pinching you because it won't. Okay. Then we're going to take our box. So everyone should have a box next to their reformer. Grab your box for me, please, with the handles on either side. Lovely. And then you pop it onto your reformer with the short edge up against the shoulder block. So this is what we call long box because it's long. Okay. When we've got it on, just check and make sure it's in the center because otherwise it can be quite disorientating if it's not. Lovely. And then nice and gently, because you can see that this is quite movable and we don't want anyone falling off of it. You're going to be facing the back of the room. Place your hands onto the front of the box and then you're going to kneel on top of the box for me so that you're on your hands and knees. Lovely. Hands on first. Good. And then knees come on. Beautiful. Okay. If you have any injuries, guys, by the way, please just let me know when I come past. Okay. Your hands are under your shoulders. Your knees move back underneath your hips. And it's okay if you touch the foot bar if you're slightly taller. Your knees are fist width apart. So one of your fists, if you're not sure, you can always check. Nice and easy. Okay. Shoulders are sinking away from your ears. You're looking down at your fingertips. Lovely. And we're pressing our shins down into our box so that they're not lifting away from that box. Beautiful. Now take a nice deep breath in. On your breath out, tuck your tailbone, pull your pubic bone towards your face, rounding your spine as you look towards your pubic bone. Good. Can you move your knees a little bit back for me? Nice. Good. We're rounding through that spine, pulling that pubic bone towards our face, keeping those hands flat. And then we take a nice deep breath in as we slowly sink our spine back down towards the box, poking our tailbone up to the sky and just looking forward in front of us. So we don't want to arch too much in that neck. We still want to keep length at the back of the neck. Then we take a breath out and we round the spine, scooping those abdominals away from the tights, pulling your pubic bone towards your face. Relax those shoulders away from your ears. Good. And then we inhale and slowly melt the spine, sinking it down towards your box, poking your tailbone up to the sky. Good. Relaxing those shoulders. Beautiful. Soft elbows for me. And then we're going to come back into a neutral spine. So we're just neutral spine, natural curve of that back. Lovely. And then we're going to step off of our box. Take one foot down onto the floor next to you. And then you take that other foot down. And then you're going to sit on your box, still facing the same direction. So you're facing away from me. Place your feet onto the headrest. That's that flat part in between the raised cushions. That's okay. You got your first-hand experience of the movement in the reformer. Okay, so little friendly reminder. You want to make sure that when you get on the equipment, that if you're putting pressure, you're pushing it towards the foot bar so that the reformer doesn't move unexpectedly. Okay, move your bum close to the front side of your box. Then you're going to lift your arms out in front of you. Palms are facing down. Lovely. Sink those shoulders down away from ears. Good. We're looking over our fingertips, not at the fingertips. Now, it's the same movement we just did, but now we're in sitting. So we take a deep breath in. Start with your pubic bone. Exhale. Pull your pubic bone towards your face, tucking your tailbone, and then you're going to slowly lean back. Keep pulling that pubic bone towards your face. You're going to go back halfway. Keep going. Keep going. Beautiful. Then we pause, relax those shoulders. Yes, we inhale, and then we exhale, come all the way back up. Finding length in that spine, soften those shoulders. Good. Breathe in, exhale. Tuck your tailbone, pull your pubic bone to face, relax those shoulders. Good. Keep tucking under, 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 under. More, more, more. Yes. Good. Keep going. I know she's burning, but you've got it. Look to your fingertips, breathe in, relax those shoulders, and exhale, come all the way back up. And again, breathing in, exhale, tuck the tail, scoop those abdominals, slowly lean back. Beautiful. Fingertips stay as wide as those shoulders. Then we breathe in here. Relax those shoulders and exhale, come all the way up. I'm sorry about my freezing hands. I only realize when I touch people, okay? Last one, exhale, tuck your tailbone, scoop those abdominals, pull your pubic bone towards your face. Yes, keeping those shoulders soft. Then we breathe in and exhale, come all the way up. Good. Reach down and grab your straps. You'll see them on your pegs. Take them off for me. Take your hands through the small loops like you're wearing bracelets, and then I want you to hold on to the knots that you can see above those loops. Good. So hold on to the knots. Nice. Okay. Then you rest your hands either side of your knees. Palms are facing each other. If your straps are slightly shorter, your carriage might have already opened a little bit. That's fine. Sit nice and tall, shoulders over hips. Beautiful. Shoulders back over those hips. Yes, good. Exactly the same exercise, but now we're just adding a bit of movement. So the reformer is going to move. Okay. Deep breath in. Exhale, keeping the arms straight. Tuck your tailbone. Scoop those abdominals. Slowly lean back. Focus on pulling that pubic bone towards your face. Tuck, 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 tuck. Yes, good. Lift your chin slightly. Good. Breathe in. And then exhale, slowly curl back up again, keeping your hands alongside your thighs. Lengthen your spine back to the ceiling. And again, exhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop those abdominals. Beautiful. Tuck more like you want to pull your bum in. Yes, good. Sinking those shoulders, looking in front of you. If it hurts more, you know you're doing it right. Yes. Breathe in and exhale, curl all the way up. And by hurt, I mean if the muscles feel like they're working more, it shouldn't be painful, okay? Finding length through that spine. Good. Lower the hands slightly. Breathing in. Exhale, tuck the tail. Here's my tallness. Scoop those abdominals. Slowly lean back for me. All the way. Where's my tuck? Tuck, 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 tuck. Start with that tuck. Yes, good. Finding that high C position in our spine. Even more. Yes, pulling those tights away. Abdominals away from tights. And slowly curl all the way back up. Let's do one last one. Are those abs waking up a bit? Just a little bit. Okay, exhale. Tuck the tail. Scoop your abdominals. Slowly curl back. Beautiful. Remember to look forward at your risers, which is where those pulleys are. Pull that pubic bone towards your face. Breathe in and exhale. Slowly curl back up all the way. Beautiful. Pop your straps back onto your pegs. I'm not going to do the single-sided version today because it is a little bit more advanced, but that's okay. We're going to step off of our reformer once we got our straps onto our pegs. We're not going to need to take the box off. Place it back where you found it. Just onto the floor, nice and gently. She's got feelings, okay? Then we're going to add on some springs. So I want you to keep the blue spring on, add on 2 more red springs. If you can, try get them into that center row of pegs. Lovely. Now, when you're doing this exercise, if it feels like it's not strong enough, you're more than welcome to ask me to add on more springs for you, okay? We're going to lie down on our back on the reformer. Shoulders are against your shoulder blocks, which are those squishy up cushions that are poking up. And then your head is on your headrest. If you also feel like you want your head lifted slightly, I'll come and lift the headrest for you. Feet come up onto your foot bar. Lovely. Arms are by your sides, gently resting either side of you. Now we first, just because a lot of you are new to Reformer, and I'm possibly new to Pilates as well, we're going to find our neutral pelvis. So to find our neutral pelvis with your feet up onto the foot bar, you take the palms of your hands, place them onto your hip bones at the front of your body. Then you rest your fingertips towards each other and your thumbs towards each other. So you're kind of making like a little triangle shape with your arm, with your hands. Take a deep breath in. Now on a breath out, just lift your head so that you can look at your fingertips. See if your fingertips are the same height as your thumbs. That's a neutral pelvis. If your fingertips are tilted higher, then that means you're in what we call a posterior tilt and you need to push the pubic bone away. Okay, but you're all in a neutral pelvis, so well done. Okay, arms are by your sides. Starting with your heels on the foot bar, we're going to take those heels nice and wide on our foot bar to the edges of the foot bar. Still staying on the cushion, so not on that metal part of the foot bar. Your toes are pulling up to the sky like you're pressed up against an imaginary wall. Keep your toes there. Take a nice deep breath in. On your breath out, you're going to straighten your legs, pushing away from the foot bar. Like, oh, yay, now we're doing the fun stuff. It's like a kid on a jungle gym. And we inhale, slowly come back all the way into stopper, controlling those springs. Lovely. And we go again. Exhale, press away. Good. And inhale, draw it in. I just realized anyone watching this video is going to hear me shouting because that's just when I teach, I'm loud. Okay. But I've got a mic on. Exhale and press. Good. Keep your pubic bone pressing away from your face and inhale, slowly draw it back. And remember, at any point, if you would like a heavier spring, please feel free to ask for one. Exhale to press. Everyone's like, no, I'm good. We're good for now. We're fine. Good. Tilt your pubic bone away from you a bit. Yes. And inhale, draw it back in. Lovely, ladies. We got 2 more here. Exhale to press. Keep anchoring your hands down. So we're pressing those arms down, reaching the fingertips away from our shoulders. Inhale to draw back. Good. A little bit tilted away. Yes. And 2. And as you press away, just make sure you're not pulling your pubic bone to face. Yes. Good. And inhale it back. Lovely. Last one here. Exhale. Hold it here for me. Good. Now I'm going to make you work a little bit harder. Inhale, bend your knees, come halfway back. Then you're going to stop, pause, hold it here for 5 and 4. Continuing to breathe for 3 and 2. And come all the way back into stopper. Move your feet closer together so that they're fist width apart and parallel. Lovely. Still on our heels, toes pulling up to the sky. And once again, we take a nice deep breath in. On our exhale, press away, straighten those legs. Lengthening those legs and keeping your feet up against that imaginary wall. And then we inhale and we slowly draw all the way back. Good. And now let's speed it up a little bit. We exhale to press away. Soft on those knees. Inhale to draw it back in. Nice. And exhale to press. And inhale it back. Beautiful, ladies. We have 4 more here. Press, keeping those knees fist width apart. Toes are relaxed and pull back. Just want to adjust you here. You're just a little bit skew. Nice. And press. 2. And inhale it back. Lovely. Last one. And inhale it all the way back. You guys are up for a little bit of a challenge, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, we're still keeping those toes up to the sky. We're going to exhale, lift our right leg into tabletop. So your tabletop is when your knee is bent directly over your hip and your shin is parallel. Like you can rest food on it. It's always food for me. Okay. Taking a nice deep breath in here and just breathe out. Before we start to move, I want you to focus on making sure that your right hip is anchored down onto your mat so you're not tilting onto that left bum cheek. Then we're going to take a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, press away with your left leg, straightening that left leg as you push that reformer open. Good. Right knee stays over your hip. And then we inhale and we slowly come back all the way. Yes. And then exhale, press away for 2. And inhale, draw it back in. And exhale, press for 3. Beautiful. And inhale it back in. And exhale, press for 4. Keep your knee above your hip. Nice. And inhale it back in. And press for 5. Tilt your head slightly for me. Yes. And draw it in. We're going to go to 8 because you guys can. And 6. And inhale it back in. 2 more here. 7. And inhale it back. Last one. 8. And inhale it back in all the way. Beautiful. Place your foot down onto the foot bar. Fist width from your other one, and we're still on our heel. Then yes, we lift our other leg into tabletop. How did you know? Left leg comes to tabletop. Shin directly parallel to the floor. Knee over hip. Breathe in. Exhale. Press away. Straighten that right leg, keeping your foot flat against your imaginary wall. Inhale to draw back into stopper for 1. Beautiful. Exhale to press for 2. And inhale it back. Come back first before we adjust it. Then we're going to come a little bit up. There we go. Good. And 3. And inhale it in. Lovely. 4. And inhale it in. And 5. And inhale it in. This side's worse because it's the bad knee. And 6. There's always one side. And draw it in. Mine's my left. 7. So if you ever see me showing you stuff, it'll be on the right. And draw it in. Giving you guys all of my secrets. Last one. 8. And inhale, come all the way back into stopper. Beautiful. Come both feet down. Take your feet onto your toes. So that's where the ball of your foot and the toes connect. And then I want you to widen your feet all the way to the edges of the foot bar. Good. When we're here, you have a slight lift of the heels. So it's not a 6-inch stripper heel. We're like kitten heels today. Lovely. We take a nice deep breath in, and on our exhale, press away and keep your heels at the same height as you straighten your legs. Good. All the way. Keep going. Go, 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 go. Yes. And then inhale, come all the way back into stopper. And we exhale to press for 2. Legs are going all the way long as we activate. Can you feel how you, yeah, there we go, how you want to lift up. And inhale, come all the way back. And 3. Press your pubic bone away. Lengthen through those legs. Yes. And inhale it back. I'm just going to take you a little bit wider. And 4. And inhale it back. Beautiful. 5. And inhale it back. Last 3 here. 6. And inhale it back. Last 2. 7. And inhale it back. Last 1. 8. And inhale, come all the way into stopper. Then you're going to move your toes parallel, fist width apart. Lovely. Same position of those heels. So slightly lifted into kitten heels. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, press away, straighten those legs. Pity I don't have any men in the class. I always love mocking them when it comes to my references. And inhale, come all the way back in as you bend those knees. Lovely. Exhale to press. And although, yes, we're working on that lower body, continue, come back in. I want you to still focus on what's happening at those arms. So we're pressing those arms down, connecting our body to that reformer. They're not just floppity flopping. Good. Press away. Good. Exhale to press. And inhale to draw it in, finding length through those legs. Last two here. Exhale to press. Beautiful. Inhale it back in, and we're still focusing on that neutral pelvis. Last one. So slight press of that pubic bone away from your face. Find length in those legs and inhale, draw it all the way back. Keep your toes in the same position. Just connect your heels together. For the next exercise, just because you guys are beginners with Reformer, we're going to keep our knees separated, just hip width apart. So heels together, toes apart. This is what we call our small V position. Imagine you have an unlimited credit card in between those heels. If you drop it, you don't get to spend it. Okay, so we're squeezing those heels together. Lovely. Take a nice deep breath in here. On your exhale, straighten your legs. Squeeze those heels together as you lengthen. Now, if you get to a point where you straighten your legs and you're like, ooh, those heels want to come apart, then you just go as far as you can, finding that inner thigh connection, and then you inhale and you come all the way back. Knees are just fist width apart as you draw in, and we squeeze those heels. And we go again. Exhale to press away. And inhale to draw it back. Lovely. And exhale to press, drawing those inner thighs together, lengthening through those quads, and inhale to draw it back. Oh, the credit card did the job. Okay, last two. Exhale to press. And inhale it all the way in. Lovely. Last one here. Exhale to press. And inhale, draw it all the way back into stopper. We're staying in a small V position. Usually when we do pyramid, we start at 8. I'm going to be nice. I'm starting at 5. You'll understand as you go. Okay. Press your arms down by your sides. We're taking a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, straighten your legs, press away. Beautiful. Hold it here for me. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Heels stay connected. Don't let those heels disconnect. Now imagine you're standing on the edge of a step. You're going to slowly sink your heels down, stretching those calves, but make sure to keep those heels connected. Keep going. Keep going. Sink those heels down. Soften your knees slightly. Bend a little bit. Yes, there we go. And sink down, 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 down. Yes. And then exhale, lift those heels back up again like you're doing a calf raise. Good. 5. Inhale to lower. Stretch those calves. Exhale to lift for 4. Beautiful. Inhale to lower. Squeeze those heels. A little bit straighter in the legs. And exhale to lift for 2. Or was that 3? That was 3. 2. Inhale, sink. Good. More. Yes. And exhale, lift. 2. Keep those heels connected. Last one. Inhale, sink. Keep those toes wrapping. And exhale, lift. Bend your knees, close the carriage. All the way. Whew. Come into stopper, bend those knees. All the way in, bend, bend, bend. And now we go to 4. Exhale, press away, straighten those legs. Keep those heels connected. See what I mean? Instead of starting on 8. Inhale, sink those heels for 4. And exhale, lift. So with our more advanced classes, we start at 8. And then we go to 7. And 3. Beautiful. And lift. Don't worry, you guys will get there. And 2. Although in my personal opinion, this one never stops hurting. And lift. Beautiful. Last one. Keep those heels squeezing. And lift. Bend your knees, close the carriage all the way. Tilt your head slightly to the right. Nice. Okay. And we go again. Exhale, press away, straighten those legs. Inhale, sink your heels for 3. lift. Beautiful. And 2. Exhale, lift. Last 1. No, you got to do the last one. Sink and lift. And then you can bend your knees, close the carriage all the way. Last 2 reps here, or 3 in total actually. Exhale, press away, straighten those legs, keep those arms pressing down. Inhale, sink those heels. Exhale to lift. Yes. And last 1. And lift. Bend your knees, close the carriage. We've got 1 last rep here. Exhale, press away, straighten those legs. Beautiful. Draw those inner thighs together. Inhale, sink your heels. Connect those heels. And exhale, lift. And bend your knees, close the carriage all the way. Good job. Lengthen your legs over your foot bar. Just gently roll your calves from side to side just so that you can have a little release. Oh. Break time. Class is done, guys. We're done. Okay. You're going to come and sit up for me, please. So easiest way is either you roll yourself up or you swing your legs over the edge and sit your body up. Okay. We're going to need to get our box once again. So I want you to grab your box, please. You're going to place your box on your reformer, this time in a short box. So that's with the long edge up against the shoulder blocks. Lovely. Okay. Then our foot bar needs to come down. So in order to move the foot bar, you take your hands wide, gently pull it towards you, and then you lower it all the way down for me. That's okay. Everyone thinks that it needs a big tug the first time. Okay. Before we continue, grab your safety strap. So your safety strap lives between the platform and your foot bar. Rest it on your platform, and if it looks like it's going to fall, just hold on to it while you sit on your box facing that safety strap. Good. I'll grab it for you. Take your feet underneath the safety strap. Lovely. Toes are pulling towards you, and I want your legs straight. So you want about a palm space between your bum and the back of your box. Your legs are lengthening away from you, and toes are pulling up to the sky. Move your bum slightly closer to me. Yes, good. There we go. Widen your feet so you can pick up any slack on that rope. Beautiful. Safety strap is very important. Not right now because you guys are still learning, but as you advance, it's going to be very important. Okay, we start with our hands wrapping around our tummy, like you're giving yourself a hug. Start growing nice and tall. So we have a slight little booty twerk because we want to get that nice neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Lovely. Even my old men in Durban North know what that means now, okay? Taking a nice deep breath in. On your exhale, gently tuck that tailbone, scoop those abdominals. Lean forward slightly as you round your spine, almost like someone's given you a little punch in the tummy. You're like, oof. Keep pulling those abdominals away from your spine. Breathe in. On your next exhale, lean back in that roundness. So stay in that roundness as you pull your pubic bone to your face. Good. We're trying to go halfway or as far as you are comfortable going. Tuck, 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 tuck. Take your head back with you. Yes, good. Pause, you breathe in, and then you exhale and you come back up again, finding that roundness. Good. Breathe in. Round. Yes, and then exhale, lean back. Keep tucking that tail like the first exercise we did. Look forward for me. Good. Tuck, 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 tuck. Yes, breathe in, shoulders relax. And exhale, dive forward. Scooping those abdominals away from your arms as you lean back. So we breathe in, keeping a fist space between chin and chest, and we exhale, lean back. Scooping those abdominals away, pulling that tailbone forward. Good. Breathe in and exhale, dive forward. Woo! Let's do one more here. Breathe in. Oh, those abs a little bit dead. Exhale, dive back. Tuck that bum under, under, under. Yes, good. Look forward. Beautiful. Breathe in. And then exhale, dive forward. Good. Then lengthen your spine all the way to the ceiling. We're going to be a little bit meaner. We're going to reach the arms out in front of us. Now, this one is tougher, so don't go back as far. It's going to be a little bit harder. Sinking your shoulders, imagining you're holding a pole. So as you go back, your hands come with you. You're not going to leave those hands behind. Lovely. A little bit higher, Naomi. Nice. Shoulders relaxed. Now imagine you have a plank pressed up against your back. Your spine is staying straight in that nice neutral curve. And when we move, we're hinging at our hips. So we're going to inhale, tilt backwards, like someone's pressing into your chest bone. Yes, keeping that spine. Oh, I'm having a stroke. Okay, open up your chest and exhale, tilt forward again. Beautiful. And again, inhale, tilt back. Good. Pause, open up your chest. Yes, and exhale, tilt forward. Now this time, don't forget about your head. Bring it back with you. Inhale to tilt. Pause, open up your chest like you want to stick out your boobs. Yes, good. And then exhale, tilt back. Nice. We have 2 more here. Keep those feet parallel. Inhale, tilt. Pause, open up your chest like you want to stick out those boobs. Yes, head back a little bit. Yes, and then exhale back. Woo, that felt it. Last one. Inhale, tilt. So keep that chest open like you want to stick out your boobs. Good. Hands a little bit closer. Head comes back with you. And then exhale, tilt back up and relax those arms down. Drop your strap. We're going to need to take our box back to the side, please. Making you guys run around your reformer today. Lovely. Once you're there, we need to bring our foot bar back up to foot bar height. So you stand facing the foot bar. Take your hands wide, gentle pull towards you, and then you're going to lift to a 45-degree angle. One lower, Naomi. Perfect. Oh, you were actually on the right one. One lower for me and one higher. Good. Pull that side out. There we go. Well, she's being difficult today. Can I assist you here? There we go. I can't even get in the right spot. Okay, you're going to take off one of your red springs, please. Lovely. And then we're going to lie down on our back. Shoulders are against the shoulder blocks. Head is on headrest. So typically we do short spine with all the springs on, but today we did it with 2 reds and a blue because these are narrower carriages, so we don't need as many. Sorry, longer carriages. My brain was working in opposites. Okay. Take your feet up against your foot bar. Check and make sure that your bum is in the center of your carriage so you can lift your head and check. Once you're there, you're going to reach behind you and grab the strap that's behind your right shoulder block. Take it off and hold onto the big loop for me, please. So you're going to hold onto it with both hands. Straighten your legs and push away from the foot bar. Lovely. Then you lift your right foot and you loop it over the arch of your right foot. Beautiful. Keep pushing away. Yes, it gives you more space. Okay. Once your foot is in that strap, keep your knee bent. Grab onto your other strap for me. Behind the left one. Oh, you put the wrong strap on the wrong foot. That's okay. That strap goes onto this foot. Oh. There we go. Right strap, right foot. Lovely. Then you press your foot that's in your strap into that strap, straightening your leg a little bit so you can get your other foot into that big loop. Beautiful. Then when you've got both feet in, heels together, toes apart, your knees are just wide enough that your straps come inside of your knees. So just open your knees slightly. Nice. And then your arms are by your sides. Knees directly over hips. So everyone needs to push into their straps a little bit with their feet so that the knees are above the hips. Good. You've gone a little bit skew. Pull your knees towards you. Can you move your bum slightly to the left for me? Yeah, perfect. And then come back into this position. Beautiful. Pause there. Yeah, a little bit more. Press a little bit towards me. Good. Nice holding in this position, eh? Yeah. What we want to make sure, once again, is that we got a neutral pelvis. So you are pressing your pubic bone away from your face, small space underneath that lower back. And if you don't have a small space, you need to push your knees slightly away from you so you can open up that little space. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, straighten your legs, press away from you. Keep your heels at the same height as you straighten, like you're sliding on a tabletop. A little bit longer. And then inhale, bend your knees and come back. Good. Pause. Don't let those knees come too close to your chest that you lose your neutral pelvis and spine. Exhale. Press away, straightening those legs, squeeze those heels together, tilt your pelvis a little bit away. Yes, and connect those ribs. And inhale, bend those knees back into our froggy position. Good. And exhale to press. Squeeze. And inhale it back, squeeze those heels. Yes, good. 2 more here. Exhale to press. Straighten those legs all the way. More. Keep going. Yes, there. And then inhale, bend it back. Good. Last one here. Exhale to press. And inhale, draw it back. On your next one, we're going to exhale, press those legs once again away from us. Keep your legs straight. We're trying to draw those inner thighs together, keeping those heels connected, toes apart. Slight point in those ankles. So your toes are relaxed, but your ankles are pointing away from you. Yes, good. Inhale to lift your feet towards the sky, only as far as you can go without flattening your back or pulling that pubic bone towards you. And then exhale, press back down. And if you're not sure, like we did at the beginning, you can place your hands on your pelvis to check if you're tilting in your pelvis as you lift. Inhale to lift, keep those heels squeezing, and exhale to press. Good. 2 more here. Inhale to lift. And exhale to press. Squeeze. Yes. Last one. Inhale to lift. And exhale to press. Good. Pause here. Now we're going to do a slight variation on opening. So we inhale, open the feet, separating them apart, then pull your toes towards you, keeping your legs straight, like you're drawing a smile. And then you pause, and you exhale, press back down again. Squeezing those inner thighs together. Inhale, open, pull the feet a little bit towards you. Where's those toes? And then exhale, press down and connect those heels together. Lovely. Heels together, toes apart. Last 2. Inhale, open. Reach your fingertips away from your shoulders. Yes. And exhale, press down. Squeeze those heels. Lovely. Last one. Inhale to open. Pull those toes towards you. And exhale to press. Good. Now we're going to go for small circles. So we're going to inhale, lift our feet up just a little bit. Keep those legs straight. There you're going, straight legs. Beep, beep. Good. Open those feet just as wide as your hips, and then exhale, press down and around. Connect your heels, toes apart. Good. Where's my pizza slice? Inhale to lift. Open. Exhale, press down and around. Trying to keep your feet moving evenly, heels together, toes apart. Yes. So if you can, look at those toes with your eyeballs, not your head, just your eyeballs. Good. Last one, and those hips are staying nice and stable. Good. And then we're going to pause halfway down to the springs. Heels connected, toes apart. We reverse. Inhale, open, lift up and around, connect those heels, and then exhale and press down. Inhale, open, up and around. Exhale, press down. Straight legs for me. Inhale, open, up and around. Long legs, long. Yes, and then exhale, press. Last one. And straight legs, press and bend your knees all the way to your chest. Take a breather. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart, like a little butterfly. You can hold onto your straps with both hands if you want to give yourself a little bit of a rest. Good. Like a butterfly stretch. Just feeling those inner thighs stretch a bit here. Beautiful. Widen your knees slightly for me. Nice. It's the rest time. This is the nice time. All right, we're going to bring our knees back together. Take one foot out of your strap, and then you place that foot onto your foot bar. Once you have your foot on your foot bar, Then you can place your foot strap back onto your peg, which is just to the right if you look at it, or to the left. And then you take your other foot out of your strap and place your strap back onto that peg and foot on the foot bar. And then we come all the way back in to stopper. Okay, lengthen those legs over your foot bar for me, please. Good. Now we're going to try something a little bit different here. And don't panic if you can't do it the first time round. It's a nice just mediary for me to see how you guys are doing. Okay, shuffle yourself just away from your shoulder blocks, please. Good. Keeping those legs nice and long. And what you can do here if you need extra assistance is hook your legs onto the foot bar or use your hands behind your thighs. Take your arms into a T position, palms facing up. Beautiful. Palms up to the sky. Inhale, watch those ribs, make sure you're compressing them down. Yes. Inhale, pull your arms down towards your bum. Lift your head in your chest. Reach your fingertips to your toes and see if you can curl all the way up into a seated position. Go. You got it, girl. Go, 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 go. Breathe in. Scoop those arms, pull around. Yes, you see, good job. And then we're going to swing our legs over the edge. We're going to need to change our spring. Okay, I want you to take off the red spring. We're going to put on a blue spring. Lovely. We're actually just going to skip hug a triad today because we've done quite a lot of front body work. So we're going to do some back body work. Sit on your reformer and face your feet towards the back of the room, lengthening them over your headrest. So that's between those shoulder blocks. Now, if it feels uncomfortable with your feet together, you can cross one leg over the other. Lovely. Take a second to check that you're a palm space away from the back of your reformer. So if you're not, so just shuffle your bum a little bit forward. You want to be, from the carriage. Lovely. Okay, grab your straps for me, please. Also move just a tiny bit further forward. That way, yeah. Yes, a little bit more. There we go. Okay, hands go into your small loops. So you take 4 fingers in, thumbs are outside of the small loops. Bring them up around your palms. There we go. Reach your fingertips down to the floor. We're going to start by pulling just slightly on our straps so we got some tension. Pause here. Hands are either side of your frame, so you need to widen your hands a bit so that you can have those fingertips either side. Make sure the straps are over your palms, not those fingers. Lovely. And then we're going to sit nice and tall. Why did you guys not take off your red spring? Why are there 2 blue springs on?
You said we must put 2 springs. You said we must take off the red and put the blue.
No, I said take off the red, leave the blue. Did I say put on the blue? I'm sorry, guys. I'm going crazy. Okay. It must be me because everyone's put on their blue spring. I'm sorry. I meant leave on the blue. Okay. Everyone's like, jeepers, Jacqi, that's hectic. Okay. Take your hands a little bit wide. Lovely. We pause here. Sitting up nice and tall. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I'm also human and make mistakes. Sinking those shoulders, looking forward in front of you. Good. Keeping your shoulders directly over your hips. Bring your head back a bit. Yes, good. 4 fingers in, thumbs are outside. Yes. Take a nice deep breath in with your palms facing back, and on your exhale, press a little bit further back. Forward. Yes. And then inhale, draw a little bit forward. Pause in line with the seams of your shirt. And then exhale, press back. Good. Inhale, pull forward. Staying tall in that spine, shoulders sinking. 3 more here. Exhale to press. Inhale to draw forward, making sure to avoid sinking into those seat bones. Looking in front of you for 2. Reaching those fingertips down to the floor. Yes, and draw it forward. Chin stays parallel to the floor. Last one, we're going to press back, and I want you to hold. Much nicer on one blue spring here. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your arms come all the way forward. Make fists for me. Reach your arms out in front of you. Palms facing up. Lovely. Fists, elbows, shoulders, all in one line. So I don't want them to drop down below the shoulder line. Find length in that spine. Shoulders are sinking. Beautiful. Breathe in. On your breath out, you're going to bend your elbows just to 90 degrees, keeping your elbows in line with the shoulders like they're resting on a table. Good. And seeing as though it's soccer season, imagine there's a soccer ball between those elbows. So we don't want them flaring out. Then inhale, straighten your arms out in front of you again. Beautiful. Straighten the arms. All the way, both arms. Nice. Keep going. Straight, straight, straight. And then exhale and pull back, bending those elbows. Good. Elbows bend to 90 degrees. Oops, sorry. There we go. And then inhale to straighten. Keep going. Nice. Exhale to bend. You're like, nice for you. You're not doing the exercise. And inhale to straighten. Grow a little bit taller. Yes, there. And bend. Pause. There. Flattening those wrists, making sure you're not bending at those wrists. And inhale to straighten. Last one here. We're going to exhale, bend. Pause it here. Keeping those elbows at 90. Shoulders are sinking. Good. Elbows are tucking in. Those wrists are nice and flat, so we're not letting them bend. Beautiful. Lengthen that spine, growing taller. Don't let go. We're lengthening that spine. Beautiful. Yes. And then relax those arms all the way forward. Whew. Put those straps back onto pegs. Okay. Ooh, come off of your reformer, please, ladies. Next one, I want you to just put a red spring on. And take the blue spring off. Yes. Okay, for the next exercise, it's going to depend on your body height. So we're going to work bit by bit. Stand up for me. Place your hands onto the foot bar, shoulder width apart, and in the center of that foot bar. Thumbs are always over the top of the foot bar when you're working. This is because it helps to keep a neutral angle at the wrist. Then you're going to stand up onto your reformer. Oh, this is why. Please don't let go of that foot bar. Okay. Lovely. Stand quite close to the front of your foot bar to start. Nice. Okay. The aim of the game is we want to keep our bum directly over our ankles. So you're going to take a small step back and then you take your bum with you. So you step back with one foot, step back with the other foot, bring your bum with you. And you're going to keep going until you feel like you can't keep your bum over your heels anymore, then you stop. Good. So you're quite short, so this is probably going to be enough. Take your bum further back. Yes. Let your chest drop, rounding through that spine so that you're looking between your thighs. Yes. If that carriage is opening, that bum, she's not back far enough. Not your feet, your bum. So you're pulling your bum back. There. Good. Fist width apart with those feet. Lovely. And I want you to keep pulling that reformer forward in towards the stopper so that it doesn't move. Yes. Lower that chest down, looking between your thighs. Good. Now staying here, keeping your ears in line with your arms, soft elbows so we don't hyperextend, and the shoulders are nice and wide. Good. Whoop, pull that carriage forward. Nice. Pause there. We're scooping those abdominals, tucking that tailbone just slightly. And now I want you to lift your toes, not your heels, your toes off of the reformer. Everyone always seems to lift their heels. Good. Keep scooping those abdominals, tucking that tailbone under, pulling those feet forward. Yes, keeping those toes lifted. Relax here. Look between your thighs. Yes, good. We're just going to breathe for 5. Think about drawing those abdominals up into your spine. 4, 3, 2, and slowly walk those feet forward for me, relaxing those toes. And once your feet are close to the front of your carriage again, you can step down 1 foot at a time onto the floor. That's preparation for an exercise we call elephant. Okay. Then once you're off on the floor, once again, we're just going to bring our foot bar down all the way. We've got one last exercise before we start to stretch. Nice. We're going to put a yellow spring on and take the red spring off. The good news is this exercise works both sides, so we only need to do it once. And just so that you guys can watch yourself in the mirrors, we're going to be facing the mirrors for this one. So I want everyone, you stay on that side for me, Naomi, to be on the side closest to the back of the room. So you're going to walk around for me. Lovely. Stand by the platform. So this is our platform here. You're going to take your hand and bring it to the front of the platform. So closest to me, and then your other hand comes onto your carriage, which is the movable bit. So you've got one hand on the stable bit. That's not your hand. Okay. One hand on your stable bit and one hand on your movable bit, okay? And I want you to reach them right to the front, so closest to the part of your reformer to the mirror. Nice. All the way to the front bit. Nice. Then you're going to bring your knee onto your platform, so that's the stable bit, into the center of your platform so that your shin is connected. Good. And then you bring your opposite knee onto the carriage. Wait, take this one all the way forward. Yes, then you bring your one onto your carriage in line with that knee, and then you're going to lift your hands up and place them onto your hips, lifting up your chest. Good, all the way tall. Pull that bum forward, tuck that tailbone under. Good, take your fingertips facing forward. Lovely. Now we have even pressure on both knees, because if we don't, we're going to work one side and not the other. Looking forward in front of us, slight tuck in the tail, so we erase the creases at the front of our thighs. Breathing in, you're going to press away, going almost into like a little mini splits. This is side splits prep. Beautiful. When you feel a stretch or you feel like, no, I'm good, then you exhale, slowly come back again, squeezing those thighs. Beautiful. Look forward for me. Good. Inhale to press away. Lovely, lengthening through that spine, and exhale to squeeze, keeping that slight tuck in the tail, shoulders nice and soft. We have 4 more here. Inhale to press, and exhale to pull back. Actually, we can just stay here forever since my watch has just died. Okay, and 3. Keeping that even pressure on both knees so your pubic bone stays over the center of the springs. Tuck your tail a bit for me. Yes, good. And then pull all the way back. Exhale, look forward. Beautiful. Last 2. Inhale to press. Those inner thighs should be saying hello. And exhale and draw it back, squeezing. Good, you corrected it there. Just make sure you're not tilting as you open. Last 2. I think she says for the second time. Inhale, open, and exhale, close back. I'm very bad at counting, guys. That's why I became a Pilates instructor, okay? Last one. Inhale to open. Lovely. Keep finding length in that spine. Chest stays over the center. Good. And exhale, come all the way back. Now, just how we started, we take our hands down in front of us, one hand on platform, one hand on carriage. Step your movable leg back first onto the floor. And then you take the leg off of the platform, which is that stable bit, and then you can stand up all the way. We're going to stretch. All righty. So foot bar needs to come up one more time for me, just to that mid-height. Beautiful. And then we're going to put a red spring on. Take your yellow spring off. This is the nice bit. Okay. Once you are there, you're going to take your hands onto the foot bar, kneel on your carriage for me with your feet up against the shoulder blocks, like you're about to start a race. So we have our toes tucked under, heels are connected to those shoulder blocks. Widen your knees as wide as those shoulder blocks so that they're in line with your feet. And then you're going to take your right foot forward onto your platform. Good. You're a little bit shorter, so you can bring your knee a little bit further forward. Take your shin forward so that it's touching up against your platform, your foot bar. Close the carriage. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. Okay, foot needs to be in line. Lovely. Shin is connected to that foot bar, and I want you to stay connected with your shin to the foot bar. Lengthen your spine, growing tall. Shoulders are soft. Good. And then we exhale, press the reformer back, sink your hips down, but don't let that shin disconnect from your foot bar. Are your ears on today? No. I'm only allowed to pick on her because she works for us, okay? Okay. Finding length in that spine. lifting that chest away from your thigh. That's how we get that nice stretch up into that hip flexor. Okay. You're like, you're picking on me too, and I don't go here. Inhale, close the carriage all the way. Let's just do one more here. Exhale to press back. Beautiful. Lifting that chest, sinking those hips. Good. Trying to keep even pressure on foot and knee so we're not going all the way onto our knee. Lovely. And inhale, come all the way back. Take your knee back onto your carriage. Let's do the other side. Foot up against shoulder block. Lovely. Then you bring your other foot up onto your platform. Shin comes to connect. Foot in line with your hip. Lovely. Sinking those hips, finding length in that spine. Take this foot a little bit further forward. Yes. Deep breath in, and on your exhale, press back, sinking those hips, lifting that chest, softening those shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale, come all the way back up. Breathing in. Exhale to press away. Good. And remember, lift that chest up. Good. Tuck the chin in slightly. Yes, nice. Trying to get your chest away from your thigh as you find length in that spine. We're breathing, just loving the fact that we don't have to work hard, but we really actually still are. And then we're going to close that carriage all the way. Step off of your reformer for me, please. Feet come down onto the floor. Lovely. Feet are fist width apart and parallel. So we're going to finish how we started. Finding length through our spine, growing up nice and tall. Taking a deep breath in. On your exhale, gently draw your chin to chest, curling down towards the floor as if you're peeling your spine away from a wall, one bone at a time. Seeing how far you can go down while keeping those knees almost straight. So they're just a soft little bend in them. Taking a deep breath in as you shift your weight to your toes, and exhale, slowly curl back up again, stacking the spine one bone at a time. Thank you, ladies. I hope you had a good class. It was really lovely having you.